Good afternoon, it's Bob from Trade Genius. It's the 23rd of October, and I'm going to show you a couple charts. I'm going to start with the futures where I've been spending time with natural gas, and I'm just giving you an hourly look here. And this move here we had, let me get the drawing tool correct here, sorry. Right here, this big hammer here, and we had basically a reversal of the arrows, and on Friday this volatility line was right in here too, is that it signaled to go long. I went long with some size, and this was on Thursday, and I just stayed long, and because the weather reports were getting increasingly colder, and we're going into the winter season, and the storage has been below average, and I'm looking for a big upside surprise. But we hit my red line right away on over Sunday night, and then I didn't take it off here. I waited in the morning, and then we hit it again. I went ahead and I took trade off, came back down to the next volatility line here. I bought back and I sold at VWAP, and now I'm going to just hold one contract long again overnight, and I'll hedge with the contract that's in February when I get the next down arrow, and then that way I won't suffer a big move, and I'll still get some move because of the front month, which is going to be the December contract, will move a lot more than than this will on the upside, and then on the downside this will probably fall farther because it's considered a weaker month. And so that's why I'm focusing on futures. I nearly made my week already for futures trading, so I don't want to be too crazy, but I think there's a big move coming, and I think 20% is not out of the ordinary here for a move into the middle of December, and I want to be positioned for it. And then going into the crypto world is let's see, I have this on a 5-minute. Let me turn off this because it's not really designed for 5-minute. But looking at Bitcoin here, is that it's been climbing out. I'll put this on the 15 so I can get a little bit more view. So it's had a big move, and then the Saudis, who I think been getting absolutely crucified shorting Bitcoin, are trying to talk it down, and that's what this move was for, calling it a Ponzi scheme and so on and so forth. Had a nice bottom here, and it's still above 60 here, and at the point of control, nice hammer. So it's not something to short. I would wait this turn up again. I think we'll get another trade on Bitcoin higher, and then a lot of this was sympathy, a little bull flag now on Ethereum. Litecoin's pushed all the way back again. It's above point of control. Opportunity for it to come right back up here to the 56 area. They really rocketed the stellar move here. It's getting a little overbought again, and you have an inverted hammer here. So for those who like to short it, is that I think there's a short against Bitcoin here coming, and then Ripple's coming out of this base from this morning, but it's still suffering from no big announcement from the weekend. I'm still holding, giving it an opportunity for an announcement to come out some of these coins, because I want to see if we get a move like you do get with Stellar, and see if we can get a 100% move on this thing, and then Neo's starting to move a little bit too. So I want to kind of show you what we're doing there. We wrote the software. It's up in the room now. So if you want it, you can go to TradeGeniusAcademy.com. The daily signal just works beautifully, and you can go ahead and just buy it. And it's a half off special. So just tell customer service you heard that here from me today, and you can get 50% off the retail price for it. Sliding over into I bought a position here in Southwest Energy, to trade it with the natural gas move. I think it's suffering a little bit from maybe the contract roll that's coming up, but I won't have a problem adding to this if I have to, and because it's 10% below VWAP, it's already had in nearly a 20% move down here already, and I'm looking for this thing to roll back up again. So if I have to, I'll add to instead of stop out, and so that trade's good. And then we're long IAG, which is really firm here on the VWAP, and so it looks like it might be ready to move again. Wheat and precious metals has just been grinding higher. I got out so I can get more engaged in the natural gas move that I think is coming, which will give me a bigger return. And then I'm short biotech, and it's showing some good weakness. Finally got a trend dot change here. I'd love for it to come down to here. That would give me some really nice profit. I have an 85 strike put for November, and I have an 84 sold strike for this Friday, and I'll stay with that until the 84 is breached or Friday comes, and then I'll either push it out or let it expire, and then do it again so I can keep my cost basis coming down. But the trade's profitable for me at the moment, and just looking at the market caps here, is that market looks a little punkish. Now tomorrow we go into turnaround Tuesday, so just bear that in mind. They want you to get heavy short and then have you get crushed. The other thing that we have is just recommended a position in SILJ. SILJ. And pretty much where we recommend it, but I think this is also pushed down pretty hard below VWAP. I like this candle here. It's oversold yet, maybe a day or two, but when this moves, it should give us a nice 10% move. And then we're also sitting in URA, and like I said, we're long natural gas. I think this is a good place to get into UGAS right here. It jumps around a little bit, but this is pretty good price to get in. I think it's setting up. This week might be a little choppy, and then I think it'll go after the contract fully rolls. And one thing that nice is going on here is that it looks like the grains are getting bid here a little bit. And we have nice move in corn. And then we have a nice move in wheat. And nice move in JJG. Okay, we got stopped out of Joe. I think this has something to do with the contract roll they're having. But I'll step into it again. Slightly profitable, but this is the low area here for coffee. So, if you want to buy anywhere between 50 and 16 and have it move up towards 17, take profit until that trend changes, I think that's a good trade for you. And then we also have URA. It's not really doing much, but I think it's gonna also it's just also way oversold again. I'm looking for take advantage of a bounce. So it's kind of all we'll talk about today, and I just think between now and Thanksgiving, I think natural gas and its ilk are going to be the area to play. And then once Yellen gets done with December, or Trump announces a dub for the Federal Reserve, then I think the metals and miners are going to move, and I want to be positioned in both of those. And I think biotech is obscenely overvalued. So it's kind of where we're positioned right now, and if you want any more information, just check us out, TradeGeniusAcademy.com, and we'd love to have you join us and trade with us. Have a good one. Thanks. Bye.